Welcome to Neurotic News. This episode is brought to you by True Health Wealth, which is a sponsor. We'll talk about that later. It's actually good for, it's about sleep and shit, which is good for us because we talk about it so much on the podcast. Anyway, whatever. We'll get to that. And yeah, thanks for listening, Rathi.
Have you heard that lithium batteries are exploding and starting fires in the back of garbage trucks?
No, I haven't.
Well, it's crazy because, like, you've got to properly dispose of your lithium batteries. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Like, if you go past a fire station now to be like, watch out for your Li-ion batteries, like, make sure you dispose of them properly.
Right.
So you're supposed to take them down and recycle them properly. You can't just throw them in the bin.
You can't just toss a battery into the bin because you might cause a garbage truck to catch a light.
Yeah, but there's a cost of living crisis. Like, when are you supposed to schedule in the correct recycling of batteries? Like, when am I supposed to properly dispose of a lithium battery?
Yeah, when do you get the time these days?
Do you find it's hard to find the time to dispose of a
Well, we're
lithium
already getting
battery?
crunched enough with the cost of living and, like, you know, like trying to make enough money, the rent and everything. And on top of that, you got to make sure you dispose of batteries. And unfortunately, you just sometimes have to set a garbage truck alight. Like, that's just a bit of modern living, I think.
You've got to break a couple of eggs to make an omelette.
Yeah, you got to set a few garbage trucks alight to make sure that you pay the rent.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up.
And it's an apocalyptic imagery when you see one on fire.
Yeah, I think a garbage truck on fire is really, like, quite apocalyptic, isn't it?
Yeah, because they ride on the side of it too.
They're hanging out the edge like an Indian train.
It looks like a carriage that's come off, like, the track in Bangladesh.
Because, you know, they had they'll ride on top. I couldn't imagine Australian health and safety regulations permitting people to ride on top of the train.
Yeah.
You don't see that in Sydney.
No, I remember being on a train the other night, like a night train.
Yeah.
Like at 1 a.m, and they do announcements that get more specific at night. Because
Right.
during the day, it's like, this will be going to Parramatta, thank you. Like, but at night, it's weird. It's like, would carriages 1, 3, 4, and 6 stop vaping immediately? that she labelled the carriages. So, like, 4/6 of the train was vaping at one time, according to security, because they put the cameras on.
Right. So they're listing the carriages where all the different people are vaping.
Yeah, and I was like, that's a lot of vaping. Like,
Yeah.
it's most
funny
of the
that the
carriages.
vapors are mostly coming out at night. I don't know what that's. Every time you see a vaping shop or whatever, it does seem like a drug front, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a sparse convenience store. They sell like one packet of chips and then like a few jars of pickles and vapes. And you're like, what is this? Like, you're in prime inner city real estate. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what is this?
They have like 1,000 different flavors of vape and like just one box of Lucky Charms cereal.
Yeah.
Kind of, it's just
It's
a
a
weird,
weird business model, isn't it?
specific.
Yeah, get a pineapple ice and a fucking jar of olives.
Yeah.
Thanks. I feel like these days, like, technology, like, I feel like people are just in general just less happy.
Yeah.
I just mean in general, like, in society, people are less happy, I think. You know?
Oh,
And-
yeah.
Yeah. And I think like it's like we're adding layers on to the unhappiness. Like, every time there's a new invention, it just makes us more and more unhappy, but we just keep, like, it was like glossy magazines, people sort of unhappy, body image issues. Then it's like TV, the drug of a nation. Then it's like iPhone. It's like, yeah, that's not, now social media, now AI, now robots, and like every layer, it's just more and more unhappy.
Yeah.
Like, inventions aren't like exciting anymore. They just fill you with dread every time I hear something new's invented.
Yeah, you hear of the new like strand of AI and you're just like, oh no.
Ugh.
Like, I had to start seeing a psychologist because of AI. Like, I was just so sad about, like, it's just so
When you
depressing.
heard about DeepSeek.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, after DeepSeek, I got another 5 sessions approved.
Yeah, like, you're not excited when you hear an invention now. Like in the old days, like, an invention was exciting.
Yeah.
Like, it was like a train. Like, people cried when they flew the first planes. automobiles. Like they're inventions that like people were like, wow, this is exciting.
Now you cry because they're using the AI to create a deep fake to scam your grandma out of her pension.
Yeah, the Philippines deep fake farm has like sent a video of you, deep fake of you to your grandma, and she's now been scammed.
And she blames you because she doesn't understand deep fakes.
Yeah.
She's like, you called me. And it's like, I didn't. It was a bot farm.
Bop farm? What's a bop farm? Is that a new type of music, is it? Like that, you know?
Yeah. You took everything. It's like, no, they call it feeding the pig. They use a deep fake to trick you and then get all your funds.
Do they call it feeding the pig?
There's something like that. They call it pig butchering, I think.
Why do they call it pig butchering?
Well, they use like AI chatbots to build trust over time and then just slaughter the pig. So that's when you take all their stuff.
Wow, that's a really visceral, aggressive language to say slaughter the pig.
Yeah, it's like they've got their own lingo now.
Wow. Yeah. So that's not an exciting invention, is it?
No.
Compare that to the jet ski.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like nobody's excited about what's being invented now.
Jet ski's very exciting.
Yeah, that would imagine the first dude who had a jet ski. Now we give him shit like, you had a jet ski, hey, fucking bogan, like white trash, because you're like, damn.
Yeah. But it's like, at least...
It's fucking better than Snapchat.
Yeah.
No, I got a dick pic. Like, nobody's...
Well, jet ski, like, I feel like the inventor of the jet ski would have been a lot like someone who would have ridden one. Do you know what I mean? I don't imagine him being some Silicon Valley, like...
Yeah.
Maniacal nerd.
Right.
It's probably a guy that's like, this will be fucking cool.
Yeah, this would be fucking sick.
Yeah, I'm going to go brum brum and...
Like tats and long hair. Like, oh, put a fucking car engine on something that floats. You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah, that it's good when the inventor is close to who would have used it.
Yeah.
It's like how a greyhound trainer looks like they would bet on their own dog.
Right.
Whereas a horse breeder looks like some oligarch that's breeding them. You know what I mean? Like the Waterhouse family or whatever. They own
they own horses
on properties.
They're not wearing gumboots and, you know, walking around in horse shit. They're like investing in stocks and shit.
They're hedge fund managers that own an interest in an equestrian farm. Whereas a greyhound trainer's down in the muck.
Yeah,
it's like I train greyhounds and then I bet on them.
Yeah.
I'm a breeder.
Yeah.
I'm breeding them. Like it's like the jet ski where there's like skin in the game. It's like I built the jet ski. I'll be the first to fucking go off a ramp.
Yeah, he'll be the first one on it.
Yeah.
But then Mark Zuckerberg doesn't use Facebook.
Yeah.
Because he knows it rots your brain because he's got the actual evidence. He gets the report and goes, well, this is bad for you, so I don't use it.
Yeah.
Imagine a fucking jet ski dude like, nah, I'm not going to take it out for a burn.
Yeah.
Causes insomnia and sleep and fucking eating disorders.
Carpal tunnel syndrome of the groin from riding it. So I can't root anymore.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Can't root after the fucking... Yeah.
That's true. I think it's weird we live in a world where like a fat kid with an iPad is probably poorer than a thin one who's not allowed to have one.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you took someone from the Middle Ages and was like, look at this, a fat boy with a big computer magic screen. And look at this thin Dickensian wench with nothing.
Yeah, nothing. They're not allowed to look at the fancy technology. You would assume that the guy with the tech would be...
He'd be like, you poor ting.
Yeah, but the wealthy are like keeping their kids off that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's what I mean though. Like I'm not excited about any of these. Like I saw a video of like a robot running and shooting and jumping. I'm not like, yay! Like when flying cars and like Back to the Future, the floating skateboards and shit. That was exciting.
Yeah.
That's not what inventions are now. Every invention is just like a step closer to fucking apocalypse now.
No, yeah, it's like, I think we need to pause all AI research and just focus on fixing my printer.
Yeah.
Like just get Elon Musk off all that and just have him on my printer.
Yeah.
Like as a project.
I feel like people would be probably happier about that.
Like imagine if he focused on printers, what we could do.
Yeah, print, probably.
Yeah.
Like immediate, like properly, just when you want to print.
'Cause
like no one's gotten that right.
When's it been, the printer has been a symbol of office drudgery since like the 70s, right? Or 60s?
Yeah. No, that's never worked.
It doesn't work. Like, I've got a broken one in my room now. Like, it's just broke. I don't know what to do. It just prints out like Egyptian hieroglyphics and shit.
But you could take like an advanced electric car in and get that fixed. That'll work.
Yeah. The app will work that ruins your life.
They want to put your consciousness into a computer now.
Yeah.
They want to download it, but we can't even get something out of the computer.
Which should be easier.
Should be easier to get something out of the computer.
Like, I'd rather put my money on getting something out of a computer than getting into the computer.
Yeah, I feel like that's a safer bet.
Like, you don't want to upload your consciousness and then you're floating around the metaverse as a swastika. Just
right, because it got it wrong.
Yeah.
So now you just or like you upload the consciousness and then you try and take it out.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, let's manifest and you're just a walking swastika.
Yeah.
Like a walking @ sign.
Yeah.
Or whatever, because it fucked up.
And now you're stuck as a symbol.
Yeah. Didn't you hear Gary? Yeah. Uploaded his consciousness and then he tried to get it back and he just came out as a swastika.
Yeah. It's like you try and print a resume to hand in a grilled and it's just Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
And
you expect nonsense and you expect, to be able to put your consciousness into that machine and get it back.
It's not coming out.
It's not coming out.
How could it come in?
We can't get it out.
But people are like, let's just try and get in. It's like, get the printers. Once the printers are fixed, then you work on that, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because I reckon like maybe 2 out of 3 printers is broken.
I think we need
maybe
to stop.
more.
Yeah. I feel like most printers don't work.
Like, it's when they work, you're like, this is insane.
Yeah. You just printed? Because I feel like, why don't we just stop? Because like everything that's been invented now is not good. Like, I don't look at robots, AI, social media, apps, fucking any of that shit as good.
No,
why don't we just stop, focus on the printers? Like, I haven't seen an invention that I've actually been excited about.
Since the 90s.
The fucking microwave. You know, that wasn't causing eating disorders and, you know, causing like democracies to be corrupted and shit. You know, microwave, that was a great invention. Like, it says thank you and it has a pasta button for fat people who don't want to calculate
how long it takes.
Yeah.
They're like, is it 40 seconds? No, we've done it. We've done the fat math for you.
Yeah. You don't have to use a fat brain to...
Yeah. It's like a good... There's little buttons. And the other one that I loved, like, I think all these good things happen, like, with the microwave and also, like, when you go to, like, a lounge, Virgin Lounge, and there's, like, a buffet or whatever, and they've got, like, a pancake... Machine that, like, a conveyor belt, you know, the one that turns a blob... into pancakes.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing.
That's an amazing invention.
Like, that's one where you're like, oh, look, you're looking at the blob, like you follow it, you know, you study it. And you're like, this blob's becoming a pancake.
But that's the thing, the inventions, that's tactile.
Yeah.
You know, like the machine that shoots tennis balls when you're trying to learn how to play tennis. That's a great fucking invention.
Yeah. Tennis coaches would have been off over the moon. And it's just weird because it's like, this frictionless tech, it's just so shit. Like, your phone gets updated against your will.
Well, every invention now is just like, oh, you got to have this Big Bock app.
Yeah.
Like, it just appears on your phone. It's just like, you know.
My phone just updated itself and now I can't take photos. Like, it makes it worse. Like, I haven't been able to take a photo. Like, I got to hold it longer or something, or it films it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I love to just keep it the same.
Yeah.
Fix the printer, you dog. Is what you want to say. Like, I hate my phone. I have my phone. I don't want to get any messages. I put it on airplane mode so much. I've started getting targeted ads to renew my pilot license. Because,
they think he must be in the air again.
They're like, there's no way this is not like a full, like, long haul flight just going from, like, London to Dubai and back.
Google's like, this guy flies a lot.
Yeah,
he must be a pilot.
They probably have the flight path. He's like, he's going from London to Dubai and back. Like, that's the only way it could be off this long. And then, you know, I turn my phone back on and no messages come through, and I'm worried that it's lost the ability to receive text.
It does feel like it's waking up from a stroke or something, the phone, sometimes, if you've got an old one.
Yeah, like, it needs rehab. Like, it's going to need to relearn how to receive texts.
Yeah.
Like a stroke patient getting, like, with, like, trekking poles, trying to learn how to walk again.
Yeah.
Like, I have to, like, give it therapy. Like, I log into MyGov to get a verification code just to, like, trigger the avalanche.
Yeah, and then you start getting the text, where are you?
Yeah,
why didn't you respond? Yeah, I hate you.
Yeah, and you're like,
you
oh, this is nice. getting them all batched. But you've got to get the verification code to kind of, that's like getting the stroke and go, you can do it, like you can walk, and it's like, I can, and it starts walking.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit. Yeah. No, like when something was invented in the past, like it was people literally celebrated. Like the Titanic, they fucking smashed champagne on it, you know. There were like ribbon cutting ceremonies for trains. They celebrated in the streets for the automobile. Like they were like, it was like a celebration.
Yeah.
Like Thomas Edison, when he invented electricity, electrocuted an elephant just to go like, this is electricity, and just electrocuted an elephant.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, like the mayor doesn't come down and cut a ribbon for the next iOS update.
Yeah.
Like come over to your house and cut
But nobody, every time you hear a new invention now, like they're like, oh, you'll have a robot in your house. Nobody's like, fuck yeah. They're kind of like, oh, what's that mean? It's paranoia, fear. Like, oh shit.
You're
like,
going to have one. It's always...
Yeah, you have to have one.
Yeah.
Otherwise you won't be able to compete, keep up. You're some fucking shit.
Yeah, it's all garbage. But yeah, that like the pancake thing and the microwave, it's all good. Even just like free-to-air TV was better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd take free-to-air TV over an app.
Yeah.
On your phone. That's like buzzing, like notifying you and drawing your attention. It's sad what's happening to free-to-air TV.
Well, the only shared references we have now are just Two Girls, One Cup and 9/11.
Yeah.
Because no one's watching free-to-air.
Yeah.
Only at the gym.
Yeah, you just see free-to-air TV at the gym. It's just you just see it in the background of places sometimes. Like sometimes airport lounges or a gym. Just free-to-air's playing on its own. Nobody's really watching
There's
it.
subtitles.
Yeah, there's subtitles.
It reminds me of a cuck husband who's been muzzled in the corner. Just watching the wife like on TikTok or whatever. You know, it's like, are you still...
yeah.
Like it's trying to...
Yeah. Oh, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like no one's watching it.
Nobody cares.
They turn the sound off. That's so emasculating for the free-to-air.
Yeah, the free-to-air.
I haven't heard free-to-air with the volume on for a long time.
For years.
Like I've seen it with subtitles and sound off. It's a double fuck you, eh? It's like we're going to make you mute and you're going to have to use sign language.
Sit in the corner. That's what Musk and Zuckerberg are saying to free-to-air. Sit in the corner like a cock, and they're like, just pass on my messages.
Yeah.
Like a fucking captive or something. Yeah, and the crazy thing is like the scariest thing of all is the warfare shit. Like as in like the technologies for war. That's got to be the scariest, right? Like all the war in Ukraine's like drones now.
It's crazy because drones in the Ukraine, you wouldn't know if they were going to just deliver a V-neck or something, like a package.
Right, yeah, like a hardcover copy of Harry Potter or whatever, signed.
Or debris. You're like, is that debris or my package?
Is that going to be a grenade or...
Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to get that mixed up. Just be in a trench and just drop a copy of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Or like a potpourri, like a scented candle.
Yeah.
Just gets dropped into a trench.
Knocks you out.
Just a weird mental game. Like, what's that meant to mean?
Yeah, I wonder if they still use drones to deliver stuff there, or if it's like a bit on the nose.
You know what's funny is like, I don't mean this like... It was almost better when corporations were just... Like, it was a bit more distinctive. You know what I mean? Like, the CEOs were tycoons of the major industries. You know, they had a three-piece suit. They lived in a weird castle-like mansion out of town. If the town folk didn't like it, they fucking gathered with pitchforks. They were like aloof and away from... They were tycoons, you know.
Yeah.
But now you get these fucking tech CEOs that they're just dressed like they're your mate.
Yeah.
You know, they're just like walking around like just with a T-shirt, like a Hawaiian shirt.
Beanbags.
Yeah. Acting like they're just everyday people instead of the fact they're brainwashing an entire population.
Yeah. Like
just wear the outfit for your crime, your dog.
It reminds me of just like when it used to be like that TV show Captain Planet, where he used to like punish environmental polluters.
Well, that
and
was
stuff.
an easier time. Captain Planet's like, oh, they're building. I remember watching it as a kid. You know, the environmentalist superhero, Captain Planet, and there was like Earth, Wind, Heart.
Yeah,
that one was always a bit lame.
Yeah, and he had green hair and blue skin.
He looked like someone you'd see at a Palestine protest in a way, like with the blue hair and shit.
Yeah, it's like if he had green, blue kind of hair and a cape.
It's like someone you'd see him in an inner city hipster, you know, like a gastro pub,
like a barista.
Your barista, like, is that Captain Planet or is that Terry?
Yeah, it's hard to
non-binary
distinguish. With Captain Planet, like the bad guys were like pigs. I remember.
Literally,
one of them was a pig, I think.
Well, that's what I mean. It was simpler times, right? Like in Captain Planet, he's like a pig is building golf courses in a rainforest. Yeah. We need to kill him. That was simple. What the fuck is he going to do today? Oh, Captain Planet. There's a deep fake farm in China that's creating an app that kids use to make their faces look like other people, like friends of theirs and stuff. But the actual app is data mining everything in their Wi-Fi network, and they're collecting that data as a spy apparatus for the Chinese government, Captain Planet.
He's like, oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. We'll get the wind guy on that.
Yeah. The wind turbine guy. Yeah, like it's harder to see because there is no like people that you can grab onto to see.
Yeah. What's he going to do? Turn up to the data mining place?
Yeah, it's all invisible.
Yeah. Hey, stop.
It'd be confusing now because you know how they use like heaps of water and stuff to make cryptocurrencies because they have to cool down the servers because they get overheated, the Bitcoin mining.
Right, yeah.
That'd be funny if Captain Planet just went, it's like, stop using all the water to mine shitcoin, guys. Like just a weird...
Yeah,
lithium mining's not okay.
Yeah. Stop throwing your lithium batteries in the garbage trucks and setting them alight.
Yeah, it's ironically, not cool. It's not okay. You need to put it in the correct bin. Every time you have a battery that dies like a lithium one, I feel like you don't put it in the bin straight away. You put it in like you'll put it in like a box for later.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're like, I can't deal with this now. I know you're not supposed to just throw it directly in there.
Yeah. There's like an instinctual thing. It's like, I know this doesn't just belong in the bin. Like you sort of feel like, I don't even know.
This shouldn't be near an eggshell in a bin. Like I know. But you put it in like another container so that you'll forget you put it in the container and then throw the container in. So it's like it creates distance.
Yeah, and then like in a year or two, you find this box of just cables and batteries and just basically toxic waste.
Or you read about a garbage truck fire and you're like, oh.
There's a garbage truck fire.
It's very dystopian, eh?
In my suburb.
You pick up the news, you're like garbage truck fire caused by lithium battery. Deep Seek creating deep fakes, nothing's real. Like you're just reading these weird articles now.
Yeah, weird, yeah. Like I saw the other day, asteroid coming to Earth, may hit, high chance. Like, but that doesn't make the front page.
Yeah.
Because there's so much crazier shit going on.
You've got weird sentences that happen in our world. Like, I had to cancel the podcast because of a cyclone. It's like, what? You just didn't hear that in the 90s.
Yeah.
Just casually. Like the cyclone stopped the...
Yeah.
Podcast.
Yeah. We needed to clip it up, try and get it to socials, but there was a cyclone, so we ended up just recording in our houses without electricity.
Yeah.
Just using a battery storage device we had. So we just put it on solid state drives.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
We used a generator.
But the Uber Eats is still going, so you got a fucking poor Sri Lankan dude dropping off a pad thai during a cyclone.
You see him get hoovered up into the eye of it. You're just on the balcony looking out, watching Netflix.
Yeah.
He's like, is that Sandeep? It's just like getting hoovered up.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know if this world is right.
Yeah, this isn't right. But that doesn't make it into the problems of the world.
Yeah.
Like the slave labor of all those big tech companies, the African kids in the Congo, mining the wolframite in your phone.
Yeah,
the gig economy, like that's basically a type of slavery. It's like that doesn't even make it into the... That's the thing, like the problems of the 90s wouldn't even make it into the fucking 10th page of the newspaper.
Oh, yeah. You don't get it.
Corporations were dumping in the Nigerian Delta. It's like, I wish that was like the fucking biggest problem we had.
Golf courses in the Amazon rainforest, like that's like a good idea now. Do you know what I mean? People are like, that's
I
smart.
wish they were siphoning money from what they're doing into that instead.
Yeah.
That's like a lesser of the evil.
That wouldn't make the news because they're like, of course we're doing that, idiot.
Yeah.
We're not going to report
on it. It's a good
on
investment.
We're destroying the forest.
Idiot.
Yeah. And then the city, we're going to build skyscrapers that have foliage coming out of them, like green foliage.
So it feels like we're not destroying forests now because the buildings look a bit more eco.
I think the forests will just get bulldozed. They'll become concrete, and then the city will become a forest.
Right.
Because of the foliage. You know, like what I mean with the skyscrapers and the foliage. We'll build greenery into the CBD.
Right.
And then the Amazon rainforest will just be like a skate park or like a golf course. Do you know what I mean? And you'll be going, I'm going bush. But it'll mean you're going into the city.
Right, because it's so green now.
Yeah.
Because of the eco spaces.
So I'm going to forest bathe in the CBD.
Yeah.
In the Amazon rainforest, it's just a concrete jungle now.
There's 4 animals.
Yeah.
There's a rat. You could, they have like little plaques and stuff. Like you might see this fucking bird or whatever in the forest. Now it's like you could see a rat, a possum, maybe a bird. There's one bird left.
Yeah.
The crow. You could see a crow, a rat, or a possum in this diverse ecosystem.
Yeah. It's mostly rodents now in the Amazon rainforest. Like it used to be like pythons and tropical creatures, toucans and shit.
Yeah.
Like the one from Fruit Loops box.
Once you start putting them on boxes, that's when they start declining, I find.
When a species becomes endangered, it becomes a logo for an American cereal.
Yeah, like once the Amazon was named after the world's largest delivery company of books and products, once they shifted to that, it's like that's when you know it's shrinking.
I reckon in the future people will think the Amazon rainforest was named after Jeff Bezos' company.
Yeah, they'll rewrite history.
They'll be like, he started a company that sold Harry Potter books and then...
Yeah, they named the forest after him.
A company that started as a book company is now colonized space. It'd be like if you went to the moon and there was a flag with Dimmicks on it. And you're like, really? They took off. They really took off. I thought they were just selling like airport literature.
Well, I do think the tech CEOs...
QBD, Queensland Book Depository, just a flag on Mars.
It is weird to think that the people that will be in space will be tech. Like it won't be NASA.
Yeah.
They'll be like, it's like Tesla to put a fucking car in orbit just as an ad. You think when they colonize Mars, it's going to be like, for people, it's going to be for like the tech companies. It's going to be like Tesla Corp.
Yeah.
People will be depressed. Like it won't change like how things are here.
Yeah.
Like people will still be on antidepressants and, because tech just makes us more unhappy. So there'll be people depressed on the flight to Mars.
Yeah.
There'll be people on Xanax and Lexapro going like, oh yeah, I can't come.
Yeah.
But at least we made it to fucking Mars.
You'll be on Mars on Lexapro.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, everything sucks, but we made it to Mars.
The funny thing is you'll land on Mars. The novelty of landing on Mars will be so exciting you'll be able to go off your antidepressants for a few days.
Yeah,
because you'll be like, Mars is fucking good.
Yeah.
And then you adapt with hedonic adaptation and you're just back on Lexapro again.
Yeah, someone doesn't respond to your text that you sent to Earth.
Yeah.
Like Lisa's seeing someone, I know it. She tried to do it while I was away on Mars.
She's blaming it on the time zone difference. Blaming it on the lag. But I know it's instantaneous now with the Neuralink headset. Brother Elon told me.
Yeah,
that it's instantaneous.
Religious figure. Brother Elon says.
And that's another one that's not good. Neuralink, this will be good. Like you're not excited, eh?
No.
That'll be good. Reading everyone's thoughts.
No, yeah. Yeah, you're not like, woo, Neuralink's coming, man.
Yeah.
You'll be able to use your mind to connect to the internet. That'll be fun.
Yeah. You won't be able to have an internal life anymore. You know how you used to have a rich inner life?
That's what I mean.
That's
like,
not yours anymore. That's actually ours.
Yeah.
We can colonize your private interiority.
You.
The thing that
like
used to be novels.
Yeah, you. We own that. You. Like I said, I hate. I'm an environmentalist. I hate all that like but I'd almost rather say like, oh well, they're clearing the Amazon versus they've colonized the human soul.
Yeah. No, that makes them seem wholesome now. Like the fat cat that's like bulldoze it all. Like I see humanity in that guy. Like I'll have a pub lunch. You know, like you can. There's something there.
It seems less. Almost the simplicity of that evil is almost refreshing versus the conniving manipulation of the human population's consciousness.
Well, have you noticed the people who warn you most about the dangers of artificial intelligence are the ones who are actually building it?
Yeah.
So the ones who are building it, literally hammering in the nail to like a Terminator that's going to like kill your family. They're like this could be dangerous.
They get in articles and stuff. We just built a Terminator-like robot and it could be dangerous.
Yeah.
We're producing as many as we can, obviously, to increase the profit of the company. But it's a dangerous.
And someone
could get
should
out of
stop
control.
us. As what they say that like someone should rein us in.
We need to talk about this as a society as we release them and stuff because it's dangerous.
It's definitely going to go awry.
It's on sale now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So check it out.
It makes you nostalgic for big tobacco. When they were just like, no, it doesn't. It's good, actually.
Yeah, big tobacco are like, it's good for your lungs. It opens up the pores or whatever.
They had the decency to lie. I'd prefer if the AI people were like, this is going to be really good. Don't stop us. Like, this is going to be actually so good.
But they're like, we should talk about this as serious. It's like, we know what you're doing, you fucking dog.
They try and be good as well.
You're trying to profit off it, you fucking wearing your fucking who farted shirt like it's no big deal.
They're trying to act relatable. And like, yeah, it could be dangerous, yeah? Could be dangerous, yeah, but...
In their offices that have like a ski lift as an office cubicle because they're like, sort to take away the drudgery of fucking programming humankind's demise.
Well, they have those adventure watches, you know, those weird watches that they're like, it works on Everest. You know those weird ones that the ad is like in a mountain peak? It'll work on Everest. It's like most of the time it's going to be the altitude that it'll reach will just be the 10th floor of the investment bank you work in.
Yeah.
With your Patagonia jacket and 16-degree aircon, make the interns dress up as Sherpas. And we'll walk around with trekking poles.
Yeah.
You know?
So it feels like he's part of it. Like, yeah.
That's what they do, shit like that.
Yeah. To make the office a bit more fun.
Yeah.
Fuck, what a depressing episode. Great time to mention our sponsor for the first time, which, might I add, is actually, ironically enough, that's weird. A wellness product. It's True Health Wealth, and you'll like this, Rathi, our sponsor. They do 10,000 lux lamp that mimics the morning sun for your circadian rhythm.
Yeah.
So this is funny.
So you can sleep.
Yeah.
During the apocalypse, even.
Yeah, I feel like this is something that I would actually love, which is sad. They do UV umbrellas and 24-hour delivery, dispatch, 30-day money back guarantee, and they do like sleep masks.
Is that like a heavy eye thing?
Yeah, I'd do anything.
Does it have a battery in it or?
No, I don't know.
No, I've seen.
I haven't tried it yet.
Can like warm your face up.
I would do anything for like sleep. This is all sleep stuff.
Yeah, I was awake all night, so
I
haven't slept for 2 days.
You got to get one of these masks. I'm gonna give it a try. And you use code NEUROTIC for 10% off. So get into that, guys. That's our sponsor, True Health Wealth. Other than that, thanks for listening. I hope this wasn't too dire of an episode. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, Rathi.
Thanks.